Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another amazing episode of the Stephen Jarvis and Friends podcast, part of Buzzsprout and YouTube, also Instagram, Twitter. Today, I got a great guest with me. Very happy that she agreed to be on the show, Taydem ShoeSmith. How are you doing today?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good. Hopefully, I said your name right.
Yeah, you did. I
Okay,
think.
good.
Yeah.
Good. I mean, hey, people say my last name Gervais,
Yeah.
so
I didn't know how to pronounce your last name, so
Jarvis.
Jarvis.
We spell it differently than the original French Canadian part of it.
Gotcha. I like it.
But if everyone can please give Taydem a round of applause for her coming on this show. Very great to have people that want to come on here because, as we all know, I'm not as big as, let's say, a network. But if you want to check out other great podcasts, you know what you can do? You can type in the old Google machine or go on Spotify, and here's one called The Broken System Podcast with Robert Palmer. He just had a series that was able to have some closure, actually, because he did some deep diving into a case, and they finally got the guy that did what he did to the person, and now the victim's family is able to have peace. And if you haven't checked that out yet, Taydem, you should check that out.
I will, yeah.
Good true crime podcast. I don't know if you like true crime podcasts, but
yeah, I do. Me and my friends talk about that kind of stuff.
You'll love the Broken System podcast. And then there's Deep Dark Secrets, which deals with death fetish porn, and that we should stop it. And that's run by LaDonna Humphrey and her co-host Alicia Lockhart. Great people. Had them on the show too. But and also, if you're looking for a good joke, watch the Talkin' Shit show on YouTube. Mark and Brian deliver a good show. Well, they say they deliver a good show. I really don't believe that they do. But anyway, we're here to talk about Taydem and her career as a singer-songwriter and also an actress. So Taydem, how is that came about with being a singer-songwriter and also an actress?
Oh, well, I love music since I was little. My dad used to sing to me, and I guess that just developed my love for music. But I didn't get into acting till middle school. And that only happened because my mom's friend, who was also an actor, she opened a studio in our town, and my mom was like, "You're going to that. You're not in sports right now. You're going to that." I'm like, "I don't want to. Don't make me." I thought I would hate it, and then I went to the first day, and I loved it. And I've been acting ever since. And with music, I really only got, I guess, into this business, this world in the past year or so. I was kind of always afraid of entering this world a little bit because I didn't want to stress out about music because it's my comfort zone. It's what, makes me feel like I'm okay. That's what I go to when I'm stressed out and things like that. So I never want to stress about it with the job, but I think I love it too much to not try to do something about it.
Well, definitely. I mean, who were some of your influences on one, being a singer, and then also wanting to write your own stuff? I mean, not many people can do that.
Yeah, I feel like I've been influenced by so many different artists and genres. I listened to Rascal Flatts so much growing up, and I just love their lyrics and all of their songs. And I loved Billie Holiday, Michael Jackson. I mean, recent people, Sabrina Carpenter. I don't know. I've just been influenced by a lot, and writing started out more as like a journal and a diary for me, and kind of slowly went into making music. So.
Oh, definitely. I mean, look at people like Aretha Franklin, some of them that learned from singing in church, and they that's how they got started. I mean, Everyone's got to have a starting point. And, like you just said, you have very great influences. I think you even said Karen Carpenter, right?
Oh, Sabrina Carpenter. Sorry.
Oh, Sabrina Carpenter. No, That's fine. I thought you said Karen.
No.
But, and not many people would want to, go to the past and have that kind of influence. A lot of people, depending on their age group and all that, they want to listen to music today. And
Yeah, which
you
is good too.
actually have a song that you just did called "Are You Clapping Yet?" Right?
I did, yeah. Are you clapping?
Tell us about the process of how it started to the finishing product that has been released.
Well, I I'm pretty sure I wrote the lyrics quite a few years ago. I just kept hearing the same sort of thing about, you know, kind of feeling like you have to put on a persona to impress people when it comes to dating, when it comes to just, daily life. And I just kind of wrote those lyrics kind of out of anger and irritation. And I think I just had some chords down and I would just sing it with some piano chords. And I showed my mom and she's like, do you want to try to make a real song out of this? And she's always been so supportive and so
Yeah.
nice. So she got me this opportunity and it's helped me a bunch and got into the studio, which was a super big change. And I learned a lot from being in a real studio. It was so cool and turned out to be this new single.
Did you ever expect it to be as time consuming as what it was, or was it just fast paced? You're in the studio, you already knew what you wanted and got it out in one take, or was it multiple takes?
Um, I feel like it took as much time as I thought it would. I didn't think it moved too fast or too slow. I think we worked on the details that weren't clear, but I still had like a general idea of what I wanted. So I think it went overall pretty smoothly. There were hiccups, but we got through them. But yeah.
Um, with the process of, I'm sure probably you had to edit the song yourself as well, or was
I
it
I
someone
didn't
else
do
that?
any of the editing.
Okay.
Yeah, Forte Studios in Boone, Iowa is actually the producer and yeah, creator of the song.
And how did that feel, to be able to breathe life into your own song?
With like the writing process
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
yeah, I think the writing part of it is a big part of it for me because if I'm saying lyrics and words that I don't really agree with or feel, I think that completely will change the mood of the song. So, yeah, I think that part's really important for me to get that message out there.
Well, definitely. I mean, the soul of the song comes from the singer.
Right. Yeah.
And if people don't understand that it's coming from your heart, then most musicians will fail. But you have gotten a lot of people to get behind this, and you know what? I hope it keeps getting successful and successful.
Thank you. Thank
I
you.
mean, I listened to a little snippet of it, and I was like, wow, this is really good, because, and I'm sure you can, with being your own singer and your own songwriter, it's really hard to get not only a song out, but to get your foot in the door in recording studios.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, Johnny Cash had to try, I think, 3 times before they even said, yeah, we'll sign you.
Oh.
And it was through the same recording company that had Elvis Presley.
Oh.
So they were relying more on the king than anyone else, because back then, once you had that hot act, you had to keep giving that hot act,
Right.
more and more pressure to keep making you money.
Mhm. Definitely.
And with being an actress as well, you gave us a little bit of the backstory on how your mom was friends with someone that had opened acting studio.
Yeah.
Was it, even though you had some pushback, did it later become something that was like a great thing to go towards as well as singing, or was it just one of those things that was like, I got to get my mom off my back, like we all do? Because our parents can be the best, or sometimes they can push us in the worst way to get what they want too. I mean, parents
Right.
can say no, but let's be honest, they do push us a lot.
That's very true. And in this case, I'm really happy that she pushed me into that because it turned out to be a great thing for me. It helped me be a little bit more open because I'm pretty introverted.
Yeah.
It's just nice to be around like other creative, weird people like you that that just kind of accept you more, and you get to do all these crazy, ridiculous things that you can't do in real life. And I think it's honestly helped with like music too, because you kind of draw more from the lyrics, because that's what you have to do with acting. You have to draw from the script they give you. So yeah, I think it helps both have that.
Definitely. Um, any show that you would want to be on as an actress?
Oh, oh, I don't know. There's too many good shows. I've always just said like a superhero show. I love DC shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to be on Flash so much when they started that series.
I mean, hey, Hollywood, you got, if you ever want to do a DC comic TV show, Tatum has already offered,
I'm here.
you know. So, have you been in any shows?
Not any big shows like that. No, I've done some short films and some short series, but that's about it for right now. Yep,
Yeah.
working my way up, trying to anyway.
I mean, hey, there's a great guy named Peter Anthony, and he's got a channel on YouTube called Peter Anthony Productions. He just had one of the biggest um, fan films based on the Friday the 13th
Oh,
series called Roseblood.
okay,
And
that's cool.
hey, if you want to be in one of his films, I can be like, hey, Peter, I may have another actress for you. She, you know,
Hey, I would love to get an opportunity like that. Yeah, definitely.
I'll talk to him. And Jason Brooks, he just did Vengeance 1 and 2, and now I think both of them are doing other movies now. But I'll shoot your name over to them.
Oh wow, thank you. That's so nice of you.
Hey, just like podcasters, everyone needs a foot in the door. You know,
It
we
definitely.
don't get there by ourselves sometimes.
Yeah, no, definitely a system game of meeting people, and yeah.
So with some of the short films and short series,
Mm-hmm.
what mostly were they like about? Was it superhero, or was it more like kind of just drama in a way? Or
I actually started my first short film. It was a horror film, and it was kind of like a mental horror film where she had a bunch of like fears, like claustrophobia and afraid of spiders, things like that. And I got the lead role in that, which was insane for my first big thing. And yeah, so I've done a lot of horror films, uh, which is kind of surprising because that's a genre that I never really thought I'd do as an actor.
oh
But
god,
yeah, it's been a lot of like drama and horror for me so far.
there you go, Peter. Jason,
Yeah,
I got your next leading horror icon right here. She's gonna be
please give
bigger
me a
than Jamie
chance.
Lee Curtis.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis is kind of overrated right now.
Oh,
But I mean, Hollywood, Hollywood definitely will work with you as long as you bring them the money. That's all they care about.
that is true. Most things are run by money.
Yeah, sad but true. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, heck, even with this, it's just like, good God, how much more money?
Right.
But hey, I gotta say to loyal fans and subscribers that keep watching my stuff, keep subscribing to me, thank you. You know, without our fans, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing.
Definitely. Yep.
And of course, my wife, being stubborn as she is, always, every time when I feel like I want to quit, she always tells me, Steven, you love it still.
Oh,
Take
that's
take
nice.
some time away and maybe, have some time to yourself and come
Yeah.
back to it.
Step back, remember why you started in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anywhere you go creatively or artistically when you write songs or when you're trying to get into character for like a movie role?
Generally I try to go outside. I just feel like there's so many factors. Like, I kind of like being in nature and going on walks when I'm writing.
Yeah.
When it comes to characters, I actually like to be around people more because I I kind of take like little personality traits from people and be like, "Oh, I think that characteristic would work well with this character." So it kind of depends on which one that I'm doing, but
Okay.
definitely getting out of the house is
Yeah,
best
definitely.
for inspiration.
Definitely. Any other songs on the horizon?
Yeah, I'm in the studio right now working on a new one. It's a different genre, different vibe for sure, but I'm really excited about it.
Why the electric pop, right?
Yeah, yep.
Why the
Electronic.
electric pop genre?
I I listened to it quite a bit. I don't know. I listened to all different sorts of music, and that's kind of just what it came out to be when I had the vision in my mind. I
Yeah.
really don't know, honestly. It just came to be that.
I mean, if that came out like I was being a jerk, I'm 100%
No, no.
sorry. I was like, it said electric pop on Instagram and Twitter. So I just wanted to make sure I got that right.
Yep, yep.
Um, would there be any musician that you would really love to work with?
There's so many. Um, I would really like to work with. I want to say two because I really like both these artists.
Go ahead.
Sabrina Carpenter, like I said before, and Camila Cabello. I just really like both their writing styles and the different sorts of sounds that they've worked.
God, I'm hearing new people that just like, God, I never heard of these people before.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm more old school because
Yeah.
my parents still don't listen to any of the newer stuff. With me, it's hit or miss. I mean, but when I listened to your song, I was just like, and of course, when I think it was your agent reached out to me and email or was on a list saying, "Hey, we'd love to be on the show." It's just like, all right, let me listen to this song first, and I'll see if it's a good fit. And it was. I mean, granted, I kind of felt bad because most of my emails, when I'm done and I already got it in my schedule book, I'll delete them. And I was like, I don't know if I sent them the link to the interview. And I'm like, quick, gotta go find it.
Hey, it turned out fine. We're here, right?
Oh, I mean, definitely. Yeah, I can't say enough thank you for wanting to be on here.
Oh, thank you for having me. Seriously.
Having celebrities on here just my wife's like, okay, Steven, not every celebrity is a jerk. She's really nice, just talk with her and she's probably really nice. And me, I'm just like, oh God, what if I screw it up? And
no, that's what I'm thinking the whole time on the interview.
No, you're
like,
doing
don't
really
say
good.
Something stupid. Don't say something stupid.
No, you're doing really good.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, like I said, I've had a lot of big names. Well, I shouldn't say a lot, but I've had Tommy McLaughlin, who is director of Friday the 13th Part 6.
Ooh.
And he just was able to talk during the whole thing. And I had people in my comments saying, Tommy, breathe. Let Steven ask another question. I had to message him like, no, let Tommy talk.
Yeah.
It's
time, right?
Yep. And then Darcy DeMoss, who was in Friday the 13th Part 6 and also in Vengeance 2. She was on the show with Jason Brooks. So it's definitely been an interesting thing.
Yeah. Sounds like a good thing.
Oh, definitely. I mean, for people to want to take their time to want to be on a podcast with me is interesting. And I mean, heck, Sandy Johnson. I don't know if you ever watched Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had the original Judith Myers on my show.
Oh, that had to be so cool.
It was. I mean, granted, I was using different recording software and it screwed up every time, but then she was so nice.
Oh,
I
good.
felt so bad. And after that, I told my wife, I'm like, I think I'm quitting. And she's like, no. She's like, I'm such a perfectionist with everything that I'll even watch this interview and be like, oh, come on, Steven.
We all do that, right?
Oh,
We always have to
definitely.
pick apart everything we do.
Yep. Oh, 100%. And that's the bad thing about perfectionists. We want everything so well. And of course, this is my wife.
Hi.
Hey, Alyssa, why don't you come here and talk? Come on, shy person.
I'm a shy person. I can talk to you, shy person.
I mean, hey, Alyssa, come here. I'll let you do this. Come on. Sit down.
Why?
Go ahead.
Come, join us.
No, go ahead. Sit down.
Fine.
Hi, I'm
Hi.
Taydem.
I'm Melissa.
Nice to meet you.
This is the part of the show, everyone, where I put my wife on the microphone and embarrass the hell out of her.
Nice.
No.
As long as she's good with that.
She's fine. I need to. Oh, no, you can come in. I just need to be. I wish these cameras would be so much better. But yeah, this is my wife.
Nice to meet you. How's your day going?
Good.
Good. We're not interrupting your day, right?
No.
Okay,
No.
that's good.
No. So, do
Go
you
ahead.
have any questions for Tatum?
I heard that
Spoken like a true co-host, everyone.
Great. Great
Yeah.
co-host.
But anyway, if you had to choose another genre to be a part of, what other ones would you want to be a part of?
In like TV or film? Or like
film, music, anything.
music. Honestly, when it comes to music, I want to try so many different genres. I mean, I think it would be cool. I'm working on a new genre now for that new song. Just pop. I really like R&B music too. I don't know. I just want to try a bunch of different things.
There we go. I like that
Ooh.
camera a lot better.
Yeah, there we go.
People might get pissed about it, but hey, you know.
Sure.
I mean, hey, this makes for good shorts, you know, on YouTube and stuff. So
Yeah, there you go.
this is perfect. But yes, my wife was originally one of my co-hosts. I've been through 2 co-hosts, which is very scary and probably says a lot about me.
You grow.
But this is actually your first time in a long time being actually part of the show.
Yep.
Nice. Well, thanks for joining us.
Tatum actually is a singer and songwriter and also an actress. And I told her that.
Oh, wow. You're busy.
Oh, yeah.
I try to be.
I think we all do in certain ways because let's be honest, if we're not, we'll go stir crazy and then it ends up like The Shining and then, you know, you'll see red rum in the background. And
Yep. I just go crazy if I'm bored for too long. I'm just like, there's so many things I should be doing.
Is there any music festivals that show up in Iowa?
Not that I'm aware of. Iowa's doesn't have a lot of those things, but I'm sure there's something. I guess I need to pay attention more to that now.
Yeah, I mean, we have Windstock. We just had Joe D. Messina. Miranda Lambert was there. It's pretty interesting.
Nice. We do have some concerts during like the Iowa State Fair, I think. So some celebrities will come for that and sing. I went to a Big Time Rush concert there one time. That was my first concert. So.
Uh-oh.
Big fan of them.
Our first time concert together was Keith Urban.
Oh. Nice.
During his Ripcord tour, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. We got to actually see him twice that year because he went to Windstock the same year. And to me, you can have great shows in the open fields, but to me, unless you're doing it really in a arena or something like that, the
Yeah,
acoustics just sound a lot better, in my opinion.
I agree.
Where when you're in a cornfield type setting or something like that, it just, I don't know. Keith Urban sounded a lot better when we were at the Target Center. Woman of few words, everyone. Thank God I didn't start a gaming career again. Are you a gamer by any chance?
I'm not. I used to like gaming when I was younger, but I get motion sickness from
Oof.
games, so
Yeah.
I can only play for like 20 to 30 minutes, or else I'll just throw up. And I
Yeah.
don't want to do that.
No. I don't think anyone wants to.
Nope.
Um,
But I think games are cool, because my
Oh,
brothers are big gamers, but yeah, not one
Yeah.
of them.
I feel bad for some of us that consider ourselves gamers, and then you have these ones on YouTube that are total assholes.
Yep.
Anything you want to say?
Nope.
No. Again, people, woman of few words, but still won my heart. So there's that.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Um,
hear you're very supportive of him and his podcast and his dream, so that's nice to have.
Yeah, I try to be.
That's good.
I mean, not many women would say, "Yeah, I have a job where you're just talking to people." Oh, you don't make any money right now? Oh, yeah, sure, that's all right. That's fine. I think most women would probably say, "No, get a job, you lazy bastard." But luckily, I've had a few good jobs, decent jobs, but I think I found my calling, even though it hasn't been like shooting straight up like, like you have, where, you're going to go to number one on the Billboard Hot 100 charts, or you're going to be in the Grammys and all that.
Oh, right, yeah. Put that out there. Manifest that.
Hey, it's going to happen, okay?
Okay, I'll believe you. I want to believe you.
But, God, now I don't know what to say half the time. That's a bad thing about being introverted and all that, is you get nervous.
Yep.
Because now my wife's here, and if I say the wrong thing, she's going to hit me upside the head.
No.
So
No, she'll do it off camera.
excuse me, everyone. I'm just going to quick run out the door. But no, do you have any memorabilia from the recording time, or even from a show that you did?
I don't think I do. Like something like from the set or something like that?
Yeah. Or
No.
something that you bought that you liked from like a movie or something you like. I don't know if you can see, but I got my buddy Mark, who is part of Talking Shit Show. He actually went to. I'll grab it. Oh, good God. Got me a Jason mask.
Oh, nice.
And he actually had it signed by the first actor that played Jason on Scream, so the little boy part of it.
That's so cool.
And then I have a Michael Myers mask, but I don't think I want to go to the closet and dig that one out.
That's all right. That's really cool, though.
Oh, yeah, and I mean, he signed it. It's authentic. So, like, I told Mark, I'm like, so after I get it, I can sell it, right? And he's like, why do you have to be this way, Steven? And I'm like, hey, never know.
Yeah, you never know. Hey, you could save that for if you ever need money. Have that as a backup plan.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I have anything from set. I wanted to save my really bloody clothes from an 80s short film that I did, but that was a bit much. Everything was stained, but the outfit itself was really cool. But oh well. I have pictures. It's good enough.
Definitely. I mean, hey, you got mementos, you got your own type of memorabilia in a way.
Yeah.
And one day it's going to be worth a lot of money. So
No help.
when you're not being a singer or a songwriter or an actress, what other hobbies do you have?
I really like reading. I'm into sort of like fantasy, sci-fi, action, a little bit of romance books. I like going on walks and stuff. I don't know. That takes up more of my life than I realize. I'm really into languages. I'm learning Korean right now
Oh,
with my
really?
cousin. Actually, yeah, we've been learning Korean together for about 3 years, I think. So
Well,
that's been.
now that you said that, we got to hear some.
Oh, oh no, I don't think I should.
I mean, I tried, everyone. I'm not going to pressure my guests into doing something they don't feel comfortable doing.
You can hear some of my Korean singing on my YouTube channel, but yeah, I always feel so cringy saying it. Just because I'm kind of self-taught, so I'm not. My pronunciation isn't very good, but I'm trying.
I mean,
It's
hey,
fun.
I've always wanted to learn French.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because on my dad's side of the family, which, Dad, if you're listening, which you're probably not, love you, Dad. And if my brother's listening, hey, Keith, I'll beat your ass in Blitz again. Me and my brother, when we were kids, my parents would buy us a 12-pack of pop, and we would literally bet on Blitz games back on the old PS1 days, and those got heated really badly. I
I
mean,
bet.
I never thought people could have such a rivalry with their brother, or with siblings. But yeah, me and my brother, if we would ever play video games today, gamer rage would not be the word for it. They'd find another word for it.
Yeah. Oh, my brothers are the same way. Oh my gosh. And if we have like a family battle where the whole family gets together, oh man, there's bets, there's yelling, there's all sorts of that. Maybe throwing things. But it's fun. It's fine.
Oh, definitely. As long as no one's getting hurt, it's all in good fun.
Yeah.
But with me and my brother, it usually turns into a fist fight. So, not
Oh.
really good example there.
Yeah, that might be a little bit too far, but
Yeah.
as long as the love is there, you'll
I
make
mean,
up.
the worst thing I think I've ever done was I chucked one of my brother's controllers when we were a kid at the wall, and it broke, and yeah.
Yeah.
I got beat up for that one.
I bet.
And my parents were like, Keith, why'd you do that? And I went upstairs and I was like, no, I deserved it.
Hmm.
And Keith ended up saying sorry, even though it was a couple years down the road and I had forgotten about it. So then we got into another fight over it. And it's just like, good Lord. I feel so bad for my parents looking back on my childhood. It's like, good Lord.
Yep. Parents do a lot for us. They handle us and when we don't deserve it.
Oh, definitely. So you said your mom was very supportive, and I'm sure your dad very supportive of where you chose to go in your life.
Yeah.
Were they ever scared of, or saying, hey, maybe you should have a backup plan in case singing or songwriting and being an actress doesn't work? Or was it just like, you know what? Do what you want to do?
I think they've always been like super supportive and like wanted me to go for these big dreams, and we're in a position where I was able to do that, which I'm super thankful for. I think it's always been kind of underneath like maybe have a backup plan just in case. There's the realistic part of everything
Yeah.
because things don't always work out and your dreams can change. I wasn't always going to go towards music, but now I want to as well. So I think, yeah, they always wanted me to have maybe a backup plan, but I don't think they were thinking, oh, have the backup plan because we don't believe in you. So yeah, they've always been really supportive and kind, and I'm really thankful for them always being there.
Yeah. I mean, that's really nice to have.
Yeah.
I mean,
It
there's
is.
parents out there that don't support your dreams, and then you find the, the man of your dreams, and then they support your dreams, and, oh, hey, there's Alyssa. No, I'm kidding. No, I've always been supportive of my wife, and granted, when we first met, she was actually going for a sonography
Oh,
degree,
okay.
and she ended up getting her sociology.
Yep.
Always
Nice.
forget that.
That's cool.
Always forget which one she went with, and then I got lucky on that one. But
Good guess.
now she wants to do her own photography business.
Oh, that'd
And
be
she
cool.
was so scared. She's like, "Do you think I should restart?" And I said, "If you are 100% figure that's what you want to do, go ahead." I said, "That's what we are as humans. We never truly know what our calling is, and as long as we're having fun, it doesn't always matter if we're making a lot of money or not,
Yeah.
because it comes down the road.
Yep.
I mean, heck, with you writing that song, you were probably thinking, hey, hopefully it's going to be a really good song. Hopefully people like it and all that. But then I'm sure, was there ever any part of you that was like, hopefully this song does well? Or were you just like, you know what? This is my song. Take it or leave it.
Honestly, when I made this song, I thought I was making it for my mom, basically, because she just really wanted me to make music. And I'm like, okay, Mom, I'll go in there for you. It's partly for me because I want to do it as well. But no, I never thought this many people would hear it and like it. Like, it's literally insane to me. And I'm super thankful that it's gone this way. And I'm glad my mom likes the song. It's great.
What did your dad think of it?
Oh, he thought it was great. He cried when he heard it.
So you're saying your dad's a big softie then, eh?
He is, yeah. He looks like he would not be. He looks very intimidating and cold demeanor, but no, he's emotional and very soft. Yes.
That's what Alyssa always says with me. She's like, when we have kids, Steven, you always act so tough, but those kids are gonna break you down. And I'm like, yeah, probably.
Yep.
Hopefully I don't have any daughters.
Yep.
No. I always told Alyssa, I said at least I want to have one of each.
It's nice to
But
have a little bit of both.
if we did end up having 2 daughters or 3 daughters, I'm scared even saying that, but at the same time, as long as they're healthy and all that, and as long as I can at least know that in my heart, I'm never going to be a perfect parent.
No.
But as long as I'm there and I'm trying, that's all that's going to matter.
It is, yeah. You can't be perfect. You have no idea. You can do everything right and things could still end up badly. It's just life. Like you said.
Definitely. It's a crapshoot at best.
Yeah. Yep. We're just all out here trying our best.
Yep. I mean, even during the pandemic, when that hit, when we were supposedly, not supposed to even go outside or any stuff like that, it's like it got boring a lot doing a podcast because you're just sitting there going like, oh God, and it's weekly.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh, good Lord, what's my next episode on? Which, granted, thank God I have a creative genius sitting right next to me because she's always the one that says, well, why don't you do it on something you like? And I'm like, okay.
Good
and
call.
So there you go.
Thank you for helping him.
I mean, hey, who's to say that if I gave up early on this, we'd be talking, I mean,
Right.
There's
Exactly.
that.
Right.
So is there any other how do you say that word? Aspirations?
Yeah, you got it.
Is there any other aspirations that you want to achieve either in 5 years or in your lifetime in general?
I feel like so much. There's so much I want to do with life. Try out, different things in film. Maybe do more theater things. learn more languages, try different genres of music. Yeah, there's just, I feel like I'm so young still, so there's so many things I want to try.
I mean, hey, I'm 30 and I feel old.
You're not old, 30. You have so much left to do.
Yeah, but here's the thing. By the time I was 18, I already had like my knees are bad.
Oh no.
So,
Oh no.
that's the part of being the underdog, so to speak, is that I always felt I had to prove myself, which isn't always the best. And trying to work on that, it's really hard. I mean, even with this podcast, I feel like if I'm not at least getting one view, I always feel like I'm a failure.
Mm.
And Alyssa told me one time, she's like, "You are so negative about what you do, Steven. Like, you get one view down the road and then you're like, well, it's down the road." She's like, "That's one view. That's one person's life you probably just changed."
Yeah.
And I'm sure with your music, people are going to listen to it and you're probably saying to yourself, I changed one person's life.
Yeah. I like to think about it that way so I don't obsess so much about numbers because one person's life is huge.
Oh, definitely.
So, yeah.
I mean, heck, I wish I had more people, emailing me every now and then going like, hey, you saved my life.
Right?
But, that it definitely one day will come.
Yeah.
Is there any charities that you like donate to or donate your time to or want to be a part of?
I'm not actually a part of any charities right now. That would definitely be a good thing to do. And if you have any recommendations to be a part of, I'm all ears for it. For sure.
Is suicide prevention a charity? Or is that just like the hotline?
That's just mainly a hotline.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
But I'm sure there's some charity out there around those lines.
I mean, heck, without the hotline, that it would be really hard.
Yeah.
And
That's
I mean,
true.
avid user when I was really when I first met my wife, which is a scary story for her. I was not in a good place mentally, emotionally, physically. So thank God. And also, thank God for music, thank God for movies, thank God for people in general. Well, certain people in general, let's be honest.
Certain people, yeah.
Some other people are assholes, but hey, that's why I have a podcast and I can say
Yeah.
When, and I know I've asked this question before, but is there any process to when you get that, epiphany of, hey, I want to write a new song, or hey, I want to be in this movie or anything? Or is it just like, someone says, hey, I got this movie or I got this song maybe, or hey, I got these lyrics, could you make a song out of it? Is there any, what is the creative process in a way for you?
When it comes to acting and projects like that, you kind of just meet people through the projects that you worked on last time. That's been my case anyway, and I've been really lucky that way. That's how I met this director that I'll be working with soon on this newest film, and she's super great. She's kind of newer to directing, but she's so nice and super creative. And when it comes to music, I write a lot of my own stuff.
Yeah.
And so just when I get an idea, or if a film or director like asks for a song for the film, I've written a few songs for films too. It's that kind of sparks those inspirations and then leads to that process.
All right. Hey, if you want me to play your song live on air, I can do that.
I mean, if you want to, I would be good with that.
I think I gotta go to this. Share screen. Yeah, I know. Is it on your Instagram or should I just go on your YouTube?
My YouTube has the lyric video.
Okay. I'll go to that one then. Hey, I'm live. Here we go. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, there we go. Let's see if now I can share it. There we go. All right, play.
Apparently, I'm not alright because I don't have a guy.
YouTube's gonna copyright the shit out of this. But hey,
And
I got this thing
apparently,
right
I
here,
need a day
and I asked.
before it gets too late.
God, that's
Like
got a damn
you
good beat
want
to
me
it.
to set you up. How about wearing some makeup? Smile more, talk more. Don't be a bore. So cut the cameras. No, I'm not acting. I'ma try to play myself and see what happens. No, I can't mess up my next few lines. Even though I might stumble a couple of times. Are you clapping? Are you clapping? Are you clapping? Tell me why it's a crime being single at this time. And tell me why it's not enough for me to be my own love. Cause I choose the supposed jail over never letting down this bill. Talk smart, flirt smart, play your part. So cut the cameras. No, I'm not acting. I'ma try to play myself and see what happens. No, I can't mess up my next few lines.
What a great song.
Thank you.
I mean,
Thanks for playing it.
well, I wanted to ask, granted, I I try not to embarrass my guests, but some guests might be embarrassed if I ask them something like that. But you know what? Hey, you've been a trooper. There's gonna be better podcasts out there than this one. So
I think
just know that.
This has been great so far. What do you mean?
Ugh.
What?
I'm horrible at podcasting, and yet I'm still doing it.
No, you're great. I feel super comfortable, and I feel like that's one of the main things for interviewing and podcasting. So I appreciate it.
Well, definitely. I mean, I'm not going to be one of those people that you always hear about that ask the wrong questions and all that. Like I told you before we came on there, I want you to be 100% comfortable. And if you weren't comfortable with anything, or if you didn't want me to play the song, you could have said, like, you said, yes, go ahead, play it. So I played it. And if you didn't want me to, you would have told me no. So,
Right. Exactly.
So see, YouTube, I am very friendly. And if you copyright this, say that, give me a copyright, YouTube, which you probably will. I actually had the singer and writer of the song say it's okay.
Yep.
Come at me, YouTube.
Come on, YouTube. Don't do this. Don't copyright us.
Oh, they're going to copyright me. I've already challenged them. Thank God I'm not getting paid from them yet. Oh.
One day.
Hopefully. So with Are You Clapping, Why did you choose that name?
Are you clapping?
Yeah.
It kind of goes into having confidence in yourself and like and confidence in the choices that you make, where you're so proud and so confident in what you do that you almost feel the need to ask for applause. Like, you know, you did well. Like, you know, you deserve the applause. So it's kind of like saying, I did what I did. Are you clapping? Because I know that was good. So it's a little bit cocky, which is why I kind of like it. But
Hey, you got to have faith in yourself.
Right. It's just being like, here I am. I know I did well. Are you clapping? Because asking for the audience.
I mean, it's in a way, with what you just said, it's kind of like Lady Gaga's applause song in a way.
Yeah.
You know,
it is similar to that in a way.
In a way, but I mean, your songs are a lot better than hers.
I don't think that's true, but thank you.
Hey, I mean, granted, okay, Lady Gaga, if you're out there listening, I'm sorry, but your music just ain't for me.
And that's fine. It doesn't
Exactly.
have to be for everyone.
Oh God, I can already see the people on Twitter going like, Steven Jarvis just said he hates Lady Gaga. Oh, good God. Everyone in the YouTube comments, Steven hates Lady Gaga, get him canceled.
Cancel him.
Oh my God. I've almost been canceled for way less, so.
It happens, you know?
Yeah.
Cancel culture is out there.
Yeah. My wife keeps always telling me, she's like, okay, Steven, if there's something you don't agree with, just say you don't agree with it and move on. That's never me.
That's the safe route, probably.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, my wife's always trying to make me smarter than I am, but, you know, hey.
Can't fault the girl for trying.
Yeah, exactly.
See, this is why you need to be more a part of the show. I you know what? Everyone from now on, I'm going to bring her on the show. Not all the time, but for special appearances. How about that?
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll see.
Come on, you can do a appearance, everyone. How about if I get someone from Hallmark? Hallmark Christmas stuff. There you go. Oh my God, this one with Hallmark Christmas.
Do you like watching them for Christmas?
I do.
Movies? Yeah, me too. Me and my mom watch them together.
See? I'm not the only one in the world.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a small portion of you, okay?
There's got to be a big chunk because they keep making them.
Definitely.
So
I was going to say there's a whole Facebook group about Hallmark Christmas.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I'm not a part of it. But no, I mean, anyone that does independent music, movies, they always got my love. I mean, look at some of the greatest films out there now were independents back in the day. Granted, independent now is most people are like, ew, it's independent. Where me, it's like, yay, it's independent, yay.
Yay. Yeah.
Go out there and tell people how you feel by doing an independent film because, you know, hey, independent films are a lot better than what Hollywood's putting out there now, so.
There's been some not so great things recently, yeah. I would have to agree.
Yeah, like the new Flash movie that I haven't even seen yet.
Oh man, don't bother watching it.
I told people, I said the only reason I want to see it is because of Michael Keaton as Batman again.
Yeah.
Only reason.
That was a great part of it. I think like all of his scenes were my favorite part.
But the only bad thing about that movie tanking is now they're not going to use Michael Keaton anymore. Because we were originally, what the plan was is he was supposed to be in Batgirl or Batwoman. Well, they canceled that because evidently they didn't like it. So then he was going to do a Batman Beyond movie, which we never got in a live action Batman Beyond movie. He was going to be old Bruce Wayne teaching Terry how to be Batman Beyond, or however you want to go about it. And we're not getting that now. We're not getting Henry Cavill as Superman anymore.
Yep. Yeah.
Sad.
Disappointing.
Yeah.
My brother is a huge Henry Cavill fan, and he's devastated that he's no longer Superman.
Not only that, he's no longer the Witcher anymore on Netflix.
Really? Oh man.
And here's why. The people that made the show feel that the comics, which that's why Henry Cavill came on, because he's a big comic book and video game guy.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, well, screw what the comics say. And he's like, no, that is your source material. Use it.
Yeah.
And they're like, no. So then he left.
Oh wow.
And people have been shitting on him for it. It's like, no. He did it because he loved the comic books. He loved the video games and all that. So let him do what he wants to do. I mean, Christopher Reeves will always be my favorite Superman. But I mean, Henry Cavill's right up there. Lissa doesn't even know who I'm talking about.
I love the Smallville.
Never watched Smallville.
What? Oh
Never
my gosh,
watched it.
you need to watch Smallville. 100% recommend.
See, half the time she says that, it turns into shows like Hallmark stuff.
No,
And I end up falling asleep
that-
halfway through.
It's not.
See, how I grew up back in the, the dinosaur era. For all the young kids today. Because all the young kids that are way younger than 18 always think we're, dinosaurs. I used to watch TV Land coming home from school, which had the original Batman 1966 TV show, the old campy one where it's Biff, Bam, Pow. Dukes of Hazzard. Loved the Dukes of Hazzard. God, what was the one where they had all those kids and one of them was a writer?
That is too vague.
The Waltons. Love the Waltons. Little House on the Prairie was definitely watched in my household. The Munsters, the Addams Family.
Yep.
Gotta love those.
Classics.
Just don't watch the Rob Zombie version of the Munster. Yeah, the Munsters.
Okay.
That
Good show.
one. Oh.
No
It's
good.
like he wants us to know how Lily and Herman met. It's like, why do we need to know that?
Yeah.
We already know that Frankenstein's monster and Dracula's daughter and any other situation wouldn't have gotten together and had kids. We get it. But, hey, some of us ugly men like me need to, find our Lily Munster,
Why are you calling me Lily Munster?
I mean, if I'm Herman Munster, what does that make you? And Lily was beautiful on that show. What are you mad about?
Yeah, I think either way it's a compliment.
See? I feel so bad for her. As soon as she gets off, she's going to call her agent and be like, don't put me on a show like that.
No, not at all. This has been great, really.
So to kind of wrap it up,
Mhm.
Is there any other projects that are going to be released within the next, let's say, couple years or even in the couple months?
In the next couple months, that newest film, that short film, I'm not sure when it'll actually release though. So that might be in like 6 months to a year probably. And I guess we'll see what else pops up. I'll have hopefully a new song out by the end of the year too with this newest one. So
Yeah. You can plug whatever you want.
plug.
Yeah, like you can, if you have a new project that you're going to be a part of, anything, you plug away. I'm just here to sit here and
I don't have a lot of details on things yet, so it's kind of just in the starting grounds. So, yeah. But
Well,
thank you for
this was
letting me-
really fun.
Yeah, it was really fun. It was great talking to you guys.
Thank you so very much. I'm sorry.
Sorry. No, you're great. Really, it was awesome to be on here.
All right. This is Taydem ShoeSmith, who wrote and also sings her own song called Are You Clapping Yet, which you can find on her page on YouTube. I'll put the link in the description. And also, go check her out. You know, she's an actress as well. Maybe, you know, you might be the directors or whatever to give her next big break. She could be the next big Hollywood star. You know, I mean, hey.
That would be great.
And Peter, if you're listening, she's done horror movies before. Jason, if you're listening, horror movies, you know, she could be the lead. I've always wanted to be in a horror movie so that they could just kill me off in the first couple of minutes, but
Yeah, it'd be fun though.
Oh
Dying
yeah,
is
everyone
awesome.
wants to be able to beat up on Michael. I'm just like, God, if someone from Halloween or Friday the 13th called me up and said, "Hey, Jason's gonna kill you in the first couple of minutes of the movie, or Michael's gonna kill you early on," would you do it? Oh hell yeah!
Dream
Sign
come
me
true.
up. Well, why would you want to do that? I'm part of the movie no matter what.
Yeah. You
All
get
right.
killed by someone cool.
Yeah. All right. We will talk to you later. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
And anytime you want to come back on the show, you're more than welcome.
I would love to. Thank you so much.
All right. See you later.
See ya.
Everyone, that was Taydem ShoeSmith, who I almost screwed up her last name. Good God. Who is a singer-songwriter and also an actress who starred in a few short series and short films. But you know what? You got to get a start somewhere. And her very first song, Are You Clapping Yet? Go check it out on her YouTube page at youtube.com/@Taydem ShoeSmith. You won't be disappointed. She's a great person. You know, go subscribe to her channel. Go support what she's doing, because there's not a lot of people out there that are very comfortable doing what she's doing, and she uses that inspiration to broaden her horizon with her career. And you know what? We're all for it. I mean, heck, how do you think I married her? But you know what? Go check her out. Also, if you're looking for podcasts, check us out at youtube.com/@Stephen Jarvis and Friends Podcast, or as I like to call it, the shit show. You know, because hey, anyone that ever watches us either is high or doesn't have anything better to do. Also go check out Talking Shit, which is another YouTube podcast, which is done by Mark Bensett and his friend Brian. They're great people. Go check out the Broken System podcast with Robert Palmer. Very great person. And also go check out Deep Dark Secrets. Join me on Thursday as I will be talking to, I guess, an esports person. Yeah, something like that. Check us out on Thursday. I think it's at like 6 p.m. It's somewhere there. All right. Thank you so very much. Melissa, say goodbye.
See ya.